Hey, Lisa here, Front Row Promotions. How are you all doing tonight? Tonight in the house, I have Denny Grace with Thrill Ride. Welcome to the show, Denny. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, Lisa. It's good to see you.
You're welcome. It's good to see you too. I haven't seen you in a while. It's been a long time I've been out. And like I said, I was picking shoes where I go because COVID is still out there. It's still real, and a lot of people catch it, and a lot of people. It's
Oh, yeah.
starting to fade some, but still, it is serious. So,
Oh,
and
for
I
sure.
have I have a touch of asthma, and I have some other things, my breathing. So I just don't want to take a whole lot of chances. And when I do, I have to put the mask on. It's just what I have to do.
Yeah.
Precautions, it's where it's at.
Oh, yeah. Nothing wrong
So
with that. So,
exactly. So how have you been? Tell me about you. What you been up to?
I've been good. COVID shut things down for a little bit, obviously, a couple of years ago. But so I think by the last time I saw you was when you guys made it out, probably to like a Kanye Twitty show, the cover band that I play in.
Oh,
Um,
that's right. Yes, yeah. It's
yeah,
been a long time.
yeah.
Yeah,
So we're still doing that. Same group of guys. Past 3 years anyway. Our drummer, our last drummer, had to leave for some personal reasons, and so we got a new drummer about 3 years ago, a little over 3 years ago, and so yeah, we're still going and still doing that, and of course, got to work the real job because sadly, music doesn't pay the bills.
that's true. It would be nice if you could. I know you put a lot. Is a lot to go in it. I don't think everybody understands just exactly how much it takes to do what you do. And you set up, you get out there, you drive to get to the place, you set
Yeah,
everything up. It's electronical. You've got to know everything. Everyone in the band has to be equipped with knowing what to do when something goes out. The other person has to fill in, and
yeah,
it takes a lot to do, and it's a lot of know-how. It's a
yeah.
lot of talent up there, and I don't feel you guys are appreciated enough or
Uh,
paid
yeah,
enough. And I feel that you guys should be, because everybody likes to listen to music, right? They enjoy it, and music is a part of the world, and it's a part of feelings and
yeah,
happy birthdays and celebrations and birthdays.
yeah.
So I feel that they should be musicians should be paid a whole lot more than
Oh
what
yeah,
they're getting. A whole lot more.
yeah.
It takes a lot involved.
Yeah, but it's like it's like I think it's like with anything artistic. I mean, it's a labor of love.
That
So
is true. Your passion.
yeah, you do
Yes.
it, love it, and I mean, honestly, I mean, at this point, I mean, I have a good paying day job. So I mean, it's it's become more hobby than anything else. But even though it's a hobby, it's still in you, right? So it's I'd still love it.
That's true. Yeah. You got to
You know,
love what you do what you love. And that's what we do. And that's
yeah,
what I do it for, too. I do it for the passion of the music.
yeah, that
Absolutely.
and it's funny. On those music, on those things, like it just creates feelings in you when you hear things, and different kinds of music, different kinds of songs create different kinds of feelings in you,
Yeah.
and
It touches your soul, and it's a different type, and it's all different types of music, and it's the way it makes you feel. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, for lack of a better term, it's kind of magical a little bit because there's no real. I don't know that there's any real science behind why it makes you feel the way you do. You know,
Yes, I feel it's magical as well. I do, yes. And
yeah,
before we get started with some more questions, I just wanted to say I miss my co-host. My co-host is Candy Burton. Candy Burton, I know you had a long day. She was out with her son and she had a really good time. And I just want to tell her, miss you, love you, miss you, love you. And enjoy your downtime, enjoy your rest, and I hope everything is going well.
yeah.
And get some sleep. Yes. So, um, yeah. So, how long have you been a musician?
So I started actually really playing. I started around probably 9 or 10. Um, it kind of started with playing in the school band, and
Oh, cool.
our music teacher pulled me aside one day and he said, "Have you
Mhm.
ever played it before?" And I said, "No." I started off playing drums, and
Oh, okay.
yeah, and he said, "Well, come see me tomorrow." He goes, I want you to try something." I said, "Okay." So he sets this drum set up in this room and started teaching me basics on that, and that's how I got started. It was all because of my music teacher in fourth grade, fifth grade.
Yeah.
Uh,
Ow. I'm sorry. I have a dog. We just got a new puppy, and she's teething and she's biting my fingers. And now my daughter's calling. Everything's going crazy. I'm sorry. Hang on just 1 second. Tori, I'm at an interview. What's going on? What's going on? Hello. Okay, I'll tell her. All right, love you. Okay. All right, I'll see you when you get here. Bye. All right. And that's just how my life is. It's always something going on. It's never a dull minute, and it's always something happening.
Especially when you have kids. I got two of them. I fully understand.
Yes. She's 22. How old is yours?
So I have 18 and 11.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a girl, so yeah.
And me too. Yeah.
Are they both girls?
Yep. Yeah.
Both girls. Yeah.
I think God hates me or something. So.
Girls, well, you're gonna go broke. That's all I have to say. We'll go to the store and go in there for 1-2 things, and before you know it, you're coming out with 10 shopping bags. And I'm like, I didn't intend for this. I only wanted to spend $10. I'm spending $50. Right. Yeah. And you got double trouble, so you got 2 of them. So.
Yeah. Yeah, so I started off broke, so going broke's really not any different than where I started anyway. So
it's crazy. Plus, we have 2 female dogs, 1 puppy and one's about 8 years old. So
okay. Yeah.
So and she was teething. She was just biting my finger, but it's okay. She didn't break skin. She's okay.
How old's the pup?
6 months. 6 months to 6, or well, she's about 8 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like big span, but they, we just got her yesterday, so she's blending in. She likes to chew everything, so I just got to make sure it's her toys and not something that's that's important. I'm sorry. Oh, and where were we?
So we're talking about how I got started. So
yeah.
So I started because of my band teacher in 5th grade got me started on playing a real drum kit. And before that, growing up, I beat around like the old like Sears toy kits and stuff. And at a really early age, my cousins got me into Kiss. So they always listened to Kiss and stuck with me. I mean, from the time I was probably like 3.
So, sweet. Yes.
Yeah, my earliest memories are like being like 3 or 4 years old, and my cousins were much older than I. Well, not much older, but a little older than I was, and sitting down with Kiss albums and like mesmerized by was bit by the bug, and that was it.
That's it. I know. I got my Kiss Destroyer. I think it was Destroyer album. I think it was my first album.
Yeah.
I was 12, and I have a real super cool cousin. His name's Chucky, and he introduced me to rock and roll. I grew up country, and as soon as the rock bug bit me, bang, I'm done. Rock and roll is, I mean, I like country still too, and I like other types of music, but rock and roll is my passion. Yeah,
same here. And I listen to a little bit of everything, but I always go back to like all the stuff I grew up on. Like Kiss and all the 80s hair band stuff. And the Kiss and Rick Springfield are actually my 2 biggest influences, like that I like growing up. Like Rick Springfield was my first concert, and I was just like hooked. I'm like with live music. I'm like, oh, this is amazing.
Oh, that's so cool. Rick Springfield's pretty cool. Yeah.
But then I saw the following year, and I'm like, I think I like this a little better. Yeah. So, but yeah. So anyways, I started off on drums, and about 14 or 15, at a friend of mine in high school, Gary Holt, who was taking guitar lessons. I'd go to his house like every day, and I'd watch him go through his lesson stuff, and then I was like, I think I want to do that. So he started showing me stuff. My dad started showing me stuff. My dad played guitar too, and that kind of got that rolling. And I just from there, I like befriended a bunch of kids in high school, and that's when I started with the band stuff. And
nice.
Yeah, and it's been a ton of fun ever since. So yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah, and after 30 some years of playing an instrument, I still get that same feeling as, like when I picked up a guitar, especially when I have to learn a new song or something, or I learned something new that I've never done before, and you still get that jolt of, oh, gotta love this, and yeah, I mean, it happens a little less than it used to, because with kids and everything, I don't get to play quite as much at home as I used to. But
Right.
yeah, but yeah, I still love it. Like I tell people all the time, like eventually I'm going to quit. I'm not going to do it anymore. He, the drummer from Thor Ride, he's like my best friend. We talk all
Right.
the. He laughs at me. There's no way in hell that you're ever going to like stop playing. He goes, especially live. He goes, because when you get up there and you play live, he goes, that's where you go to exactly like how much you're into it and how much you love it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So when you're up there on that stage and you hear everybody like singing and you're giving the energy out to them, what's that feeling like being up there like that?
Yeah. So unfortunately, I haven't had too much experience with that as far as doing my own stuff. But
Okay.
yeah, but even when I did, like years ago, I played in a couple bands, and we did a couple of my original bands, and it was amazing. It was weird, really weird at first to see people like kind of nodding, getting into it a little bit, and then see time now they know the songs, they're singing with. It's a really cool feeling to think that something like that actually like struck a chord with somebody, because
Yeah.
watching what it did to me with the bands that I loved, and then watching people like actually get into it, it's like, okay, it's pretty amazing how it connects. So I'm really
Right.
curious. Yeah, so Thrill Ride goes into rehearsals. I'm hoping by the end of this month to be out early next year, and it'll be the first time we actually play this stuff live. So I'm really, really curious to see how that's going to feel, because I've been a front man of a band before, but I've never been a front man where I'm playing my stuff. Like,
Right.
it's going to be definitely a different kind of for it. So,
Puppy
but
tearing something apart. So I don't
yeah,
have eyes in the back of my head. I hear her doing something. I can't tell what it was.
yeah.
Ow, she's got my finger. Ow! Get off. See, it's my daughter's dog. She should be home. She was calling to say she had to stop somewhere else before
Oh,
she
God.
got here, and I'm like, okay, your daughter's missing you.
Yeah, puppies. You can't beat them.
I know you gotta love them, but ow, she tapped my finger. She's nibbling. And she's
Yeah.
got food down. It's not like she's not fed. She does have food.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah.
So, who was your first concert that you went to?
So it was Rick Springfield in
Oh, that's right. Yes,
1983, I think it was. Yeah, it was 1983.
83. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh
All
no,
right.
no, I'm sorry, it was 82. Yeah,
82.
late 82, April of 80. Nope, I'm sorry, it was April 83. But yeah,
3. Okay.
great. Yep. That
Yeah, I
just
graduated in 84. So yeah, those good those years were awesome, pretty good.
yeah, yeah.
Um Def Leppard's my favorite. I don't know. I'm sure you've seen my Facebook posts everywhere.
Oh,
Def Leppard, this and that, and whenever we went to the concert, Sandy and I, and
yeah.
yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, I love Def Leppard, so I wore out. There was a period between 1982 and 1985 where I wore out. Well, Pyromania came out in '83, so I wore that tape out twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's like back then it was like Kiss, Rich Springfield, Quiet Riot, and Def Leppard. That's all I listened to. So
Yes.
I drove everybody
Mhm.
crazy with those four albums. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So Kiss, Def Leppard, and I think Triumph was pretty good. I saw them in concert. I was like sixth row. They threw out
oh,
the drumstick, and I got it. And
nice.
it landed right by my foot. And I put my foot on it, and some guy had his hand on it. I said, "It ain't moving from my foot. You better move now."
Step on them, but the other foot's mine.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's mine.
I forgot to see them. Yeah, so I didn't graduate till 91, but I started going to concerts early, like by 10, 11, 12 years old. And yeah, so I didn't go to many, until I hit about like 17 years old. So, I missed like a lot of the bands in their heyday through the early 80s, like Triumph. Um,
Yes.
I even missed Def Leppard through everything until probably mid '90s. Like I just never went to see. I loved them, and
Right.
but yeah, like but thank God for YouTube, so I can go back and watch all the old footage now. Watch
All
it,
the
and
ones you missed, yeah.
yeah. So makes me miss it even more that I wasn't there. But at the same time, it's still cool to be able to go back and catch all that stuff.
And catch,
Yeah.
yeah. So Alice Cooper was like my first concert. That's what got me hooked from my cousin. You want to go to a concert? And I'm like, wait, what concert? What are you talking about? I was 12, I didn't know. And then I said, sure, let me, I went and I saw first concert to see with all that stuff going on stage was Alice Cooper. And I'm like, damn, I want to go. Yeah, I want to go to concerts. So from that point on, we just kept going and going. Saw Ted Nugent and
Nice.
it just like was one after the other. And the prices back then was so cool.
Yeah.
$7 or $17 a ticket. You couldn't go wrong.
Yeah, you can't. You can't beat
not
that.
in today's world.
Because nowadays you can't pay 100. It's amazing.
Yeah, and then the up the front row seats. Knock it up. I'm so sorry. They tangled butts. Knock it off. The one wants to play because she's a puppy. Yeah. My dog's very territorial and she doesn't like it. And now the puppy's trying to lick her ear and trying to be. I'm sorry. This is my day. Every day now. Every day.
Hey, it keeps on your toes.
It does. Keeps me hopping. Oh my. My daughter's going to flip when she gets in here. Because she's tearing everything apart. Like, you wanted a puppy.
Yeah. Right. Comes in the territory. It stops in 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. And you hear her squeak toy?
Yeah.
Like, I want to be heard. What?
I'm waiting for mine to come flying down the steps once they hear that.
What kind of dogs do you have?
So we have 2 mutts. One is a she looks like an Airedale, kind of like she has that kind of hair to her, but like
okay.
Supposedly it's not in her mix. She's I don't remember all of the dogs, but one is like the Commodore, like the dogs like they have the dreadlocks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's supposedly in there. Doberman and a couple other dogs, and she looks nothing like any of them. So she looks like an Airedale, and then the other one is a Great Pyrenees mix. He looks like a black and white Saint Bernard that got his legs cut off like halfway.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Got the growth. He's cute as all get.
Oh.
Yeah, he's but he looks sawed off. So
yeah.
And he's the like easily. Oh, I've never seen a dog, but
they're worse than kids. Knock it off. And my poor doggy in there clothes. I'm sorry, let me get her up here. She ain't like Crazy night. Chloe, say hi.
Hi,
say hi.
Oh, it's adorable.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, she's got a heart murmur, and I have her on medicine and stuff like that, and so she's got this cough going on. So she's almost out of this medicine, so I gotta take her back and get her checked pretty soon. So, but for the most part, she's here.
No, that's right.
Yes, right where she needs to be. Yes. Love every second, every minute of them when you can. Yeah.
No, I definitely do, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go to the board. You have some people saying hello. Susan Burton. That's my
Susan. Yeah.
My co-pilot here. Her mom, and she said good evening and cheers. And sometimes I can't see who's saying what, and it says a Facebook user said hi Denny, and said somebody said hi Lisa, it's me, and then someone else said hi Denny, and then someone else. I wish I could see who it was. So if you want to make a comment, make sure you put your name next to it, so that way I can read your name and we'll know who it is. So I don't know, it's supposed to tell me who you are. You
Well,
know,
yeah. Hi, everybody. Yeah.
mhm. And then someone said, "Ha ha ha! No, you will not stop." And then Susan said, "Of all the great musicians, deceased or alive, who?" Well, wait a minute, it just moved. Here it is. Who would be in your super group if you made a
Oh,
super group? Yeah.
that's a good one. So I'm gonna go with so Dead or Alive, right? So we'll go with we'll make it a 4-piece to make it easy. We'll do Eddie Van Halen on guitar.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
should go 5-piece because I got to put Eddie Van Halen and Nudo Betancourt together.
Okay.
Which will probably make my head. Um, we'll do Sebastian Bach back in his prime as a singer.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yes.
yeah, we'll put Glenn Hughes on bass because that guy can also sing his butt off. And my drummer would be that's a tough one. Um, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna put Tommy Lee back on. Oh no, nope. I'm gonna put Jason Bonham on the kit for sure.
Oh, that's a good connection. That's a good
Love,
connection. I love it.
yeah, that
Absolutely.
that guy's groove is just on. It's unmatchable. There's nobody who plays like that.
Not nothing like it. Nope.
That's
And
been
then Amy said hi. She loves Aerosmith. Amy, my friend Amy.
I
And
love
then
Aerosmith.
yeah. What's your favorite Aerosmith song?
Oh, probably. Oof, that's a tough one too. Uh, Dream On's always
Oh,
amazing,
that's a good one.
but probably my favorite. Uh, wow. Um, I can go kind of all the way through their career and probably 30 that I love.
Yeah.
I'll go with probably Kings and Queens,
Okay.
and and oddly enough, I love Big Ten. I love
What's it
that
called?
Big 10 inch.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but
hmm
I mean, really, I mean, the band has very little duds in their whole career. I mean, even during their whole coked out phase, they were still making some really great stuff.
Exactly. Say bye, Chloe.
Bye,
I
Chloe.
think she's gonna get down now. Hopefully, the other one will leave her alone. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my god, but stuff like Last Child, Back in the Saddle, all the
Get off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
that's fun.
Oh my. I don't know where to put her. My dog. Oh shoot. She's got to get home so we can take care of this dog.
Yeah.
So, but I like what's it Love in the Elevator. I think that one was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Toys in the Attic. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I love that. Yes, and it
Yeah.
just brings back so many memories. I had my cousins from Florida when they were here. They were younger. Kevin and Timmy. They used to come up here, and I just remember hanging out with them. And we had a party shed.
Yeah.
We had a shed. We didn't have many things in there, and then we just turned it into a party shed.
Oh, nice.
Oh, we're just hanging out in the shed. We ain't doing nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody would hang at my house.
Those are definitely not my beer bottles. I promise.
Right. Nobody knew we were drinking,
Yeah. Right.
until I came in one night and and I was kind of staggering. My dad said, "I think she's kind of drunk or something." She walked into the wall, and my cousin Tammy was like, "No, she's okay," and she was like covering up for me.
He's just tired. Right.
Yeah, I'm just tired, Mom.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I just had a couple Budweisers and whatever else.
Yeah. The good old days.
The good old days, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely miss.
Anything. I'd do anything to go back to some days to those good old days.
Yeah, me too. Sometimes, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yes. Mhm. You have something else here. Someone's asking, what was your inspiration for Thrill Ride?
So to do the actual project, so for years, I've really ever since I started playing, I've always kind of been the Richie Sambora of like a band I was in. Like I always played guitar, and then I was always developed a decent voice for backups and playing backup vocals, and so I always would just assume that role, and I love it. I love doing it, love singing backups, and over the years, it's like I wrote songs all the time. Like I said, I probably wrote over 30 songs with Mark Gable over the years.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, he and I played together in a couple things over the years, and then we did a bunch of acoustic stuff together, and then we like just do recording projects together. We actually just did a recording project back in 2020 with a band called Sinful Way, which were friends of
Oh, okay. Yes, Simple Way. Yeah.
yeah friends of mine from back when I was in high school, and so yeah, so doing all that, I never really getting to really like be a like sing, be the lead singer. I was like, I'd be kind of cool just to try it. So I had Lift Me Up already, and then I started writing songs geared towards doing my own project, and came up with like another four that I really liked. I'm like, I'm gonna go in and just see, and I figured I hear you say to me was my favorite, out of the ones I wrote. And I'm like, I'm just gonna go in and start recording and just see what it sounds like. So I booked some studio time and grabbed the drummer, Keith, and just Keith Thomas is his name, and it's like, let's just go in and do like one song at a time, and let's just see. I'd sent all five songs into the producer and said, this is what I want to do. But I
Right.
figured I'd do the first one. Let's see what it sounds like, and if it starts coming together well, great. If not, I'll finish that one. I just won't do any more. And so we got in there, and I love working in the studio. Love working in the studio. So
Oh, that's so
yeah,
cool.
yeah. So we got in there, and the guy Tony Corelli who produced it is if it wasn't for him, the songs wouldn't sound like they sound. I mean, because I demo things here, but
Yeah.
they're so like Neanderthal, like you can't get a good feel what their potential is. And
Right.
he's got this amazing ear for stuff. So we went in, sat down. So like all the piano stuff and did I hear you say that's all him. Um,
Oh, wow.
yeah. So we the structure of it was there. And of course, lyrically, it was there, and all the guitar parts, because with me writing the guitar parts, all that stuff was there. Um, and so we went in and we started recording that one, and that one really came together really well. And I'm like, let's just see what the rest of this stuff sounds like. And so we went in and we got the five songs done, and came time to do the vocals. And I'm like, okay, this is where I'm going to be a little nervous because like I really haven't done this like in a professional surrounding ever. So I'm like, he's like,
Wow.
so he was cool. He's like, just relax, just go and do what you do. Um,
Yes. Just
yeah,
relax. Just take it easy. Do what you got to do and get in there. Yeah.
yeah. So did I hear you say was the one I sang first and worked really hard on it, and he coached me through a lot of stuff, and that came out really well. And I went, okay, I think I can do this.
Yeah.
We did the other four songs, and like I said, thanks again to him. I mean, they really came out way better than I anticipated. All over, like between the way they sound sonically, the vocal stuff that we did on them. I mean, he really helped push me to like really expand a little bit and like make these my own. And um, yeah, it was challenging, but it was a lot of fun. So the inspiration for it came from just I wanted to do something for myself that I've never
Yes.
done before, and figured it was bucket list. I'd save up the money for it. I'd throw the money into it. If I didn't like it and it came out horribly, I knew I just wouldn't do it again, and I wouldn't release anything.
That's
So
the, yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so it was really a little selfish in a way, just like kind of do something just for me. But
Okay.
it was kind of just for me. It was just proving that I could do it, you know.
Exactly.
And
Yes.
yeah, actually, I was kind of inspired by like Rob Byer, the guy that I play in Kanye Twitty with. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like he did original stuff like back when I joined the band 17 years ago, I think at this point. So yeah, like hearing him do it, and then Gable, of course, has got an amazing voice, and he's a good writer, and you know,
Awesome.
he's always kind of inspired me to do my own thing, and he's always
Oh,
I'd always just blow it off like, nah, I'm good, you sing it, and
oh. but
Yeah.
you
So
pushed yourself to do it, and you did amazing. I
uh,
mean, this song, can I play it now and let everyone
oh,
hear this
yeah.
song? This song is called Did I Hear You Say? And when you hear it, you're going to love it like I do. And I'm going to turn it around. Let me know if you can hear it enough. So, because I'm going to crank it up. And so here we go. Alrighty. And here we go. I'm going to crank it up some. Can you hear it?
Oh,
Can you hear it? Oh, I love it. Awesome.
thank
All
you.
right, you're welcome. I love that. That's my favorite one. I love all of them, but that's the one.
Awesome. Thanks, Lisa. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Very welcome. Now I can see. Went to my phone to see who was saying stuff, so I now I can tell you.
Oh,
So we have Mike Floros. Floros is, how do you pronounce it? Floros?
Yeah, I think
Floros.
yeah.
Floros. Yeah. Hey there. He said, Mike from Steel City, Love and Chains. Really dug the last Thrill Ride CD. What's on the horizon for the band?
So we so I'll try and make this a short story, I guess. But so in 2020, when everything was shut down, I had just put a lineup together to go play, and the week before the world shut down in like mid March, we had our first rehearsal and cut everything off. Nobody knew how long this was going to be shut down for. So during that period, um, signed to a record label, a local guy named Bill Chavis. I don't know if you knew Bill or not. He had high.
Yeah, I very at the very end, and then I knew what happened to them. Very
Yeah,
sad story. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
So with all that, so the contract, developed from there, obviously, which I'd much rather have him back. Care less about it. Also, I did Bill a long time prior to that. That, uh, but so anyway, so long story short, I took a break from it for a while because I got kind of discouraged and wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do, and um, a few months ago, maybe about maybe like June, July time frame, I was like, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put. So I went in and recorded another 5 songs, which is where Never Saw It Coming came from. And,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah, there's 4 other songs that I have to come out, so I'm gonna put out another EP. Probably I'm hoping within the next month. I have to get the artist to finish up the artwork for it for me.
Okay.
And then I'll have the EP out. I'm going to release another single. I'm not sure if it's going to be off of the first 5 or the second 5. Kind of leaning towards Devil Knows Your Name, but I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
which I don't know why that song just sounds so like nasty to me. I love it.
Yeah.
But, but so yeah, so the plan is to get the band together, rehearse, get these 5 songs out,
Mm-hmm.
or 4 more songs.
Right.
I do have another one I want to go in and record, so I may try to get in early next year and get another single, a brand new single out that that I haven't recorded yet,
Mm-hmm.
and then get out and start playing. Have some friends in bands like Silver Tongue. Talk to Gable about doing some shows together, just to kind of
That
get
would
it.
be so cool. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. Actually, it'd be really cool to play with Gable and have him get up and sing "Lift Me Up" with me because the original version, which he redid a version of it this year, I believe, and it's phenomenal, of course.
Oh, so
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, but so that's the plan. Hopefully, we'll get out and actually do some shows finally because I've been dying to do them. Just seems like
Yeah.
every time we start it up, something else comes up, and so
Yeah.
just haven't had much luck. And I had the lineup that I want, so I didn't want to sacrifice it. So I just wanted to wait till everybody was available. So
Right.
it looks like things are finally starting to line up. So
Get to where it needs to be. Yeah. Yeah.
finally.
Awesome. Awesome.
It
It's,
took years, hopefully to be worth it. So
that's true. I can't wait. I can't wait to see it, hear it, all of it. Now,
awesome.
is there any videos in the horizon?
So no, I do have a guy that I want to call to do one. He's actually a guy who did the promo videos for I don't know if you're familiar with Red Dirt Revolution around here.
Oh
They're
yeah, I've seen them. Yeah.
love those guys.
They're so cool.
Yeah, and they're the greatest guys. Like period. Actually, Keith, the drummer, is actually doing fill-ins with them right now.
Oh,
So
nice. Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
I'm actually waiting for him to stop doing the fill-ins so that we can get moving. So yeah,
Gotcha.
so they have a guy that they used that I hope is still available. Um, Back when I was gung ho and like ready to go, like the first time around, like I wanted to do it, and then everything shut down, and then I just didn't do it. So
Okay.
hopefully, a video will be on the horizon. Just not sure exactly when yet. Probably early next year. I'm hoping.
That's amazing. All right. Yeah. And I'd love to see one for Did I Hear You Say? That's that's perfect. Oh my lord. And is that song about anyone, or is it just is that between you, did you and Mark conjure up that writing
No,
plan, or
yeah, no, yeah, that one was just me. But
it's yours?
yeah,
Okay.
but it was. I'm very fortunate in the fact that I have a great wife. You know, we have a great relationship.
I met her once, I believe. She's beautiful. I
Uh,
love her. Yes, you're
yeah,
welcome.
yeah.
Hmm.
I'm sure you met her at shows too, and
Yes.
yeah.
Hmm.
So I like I can't really say it's based on anything recent, but like,
Okay.
for things like that, I kind of had to go back like to when I was younger and breakups I'd gone through and stuff. So it's semi autobiographical. With
Okay.
had back in like my early 20s. Um,
Nice.
yeah, but it yeah. So it kind of is, kind of isn't. You just
Right.
have to play off of memory, so it's
That's
But
true. I used to be like I wouldn't say song. I wouldn't know how to do songwriting, but I would do poems, and
yeah,
that's similar, I guess. But because you're writing and it has to rhyme in a sense. But if you put the lyrics to the music, So,
yeah,
but I used to do that when I was younger, So yeah, I like to do that, but it's been a long time.
yeah. It's cathartic. I mean, it really helps you kind of you know get a little further removed from you know that
Hmm.
whatever it was you experienced at that time. And oh yeah, for sure.
Exactly. And you can
So,
hear that one song or that one thing, and it takes you back to that
yeah.
and what you wrote then. Yep. And what you wrote then is like, I remember, like, I was listening to something today. Have you ever heard? I'm sure if you're from Baltimore, you've heard of this band, Rex Hunter.
Yeah. So funny story. Well, not funny story, but interestingly enough, I roadied for them for a while.
You what? Roadied for them?
Yep. Yeah. Back when I was 16 years old.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah. I
So
was
cool.
Jeff, the guitar player Jeff. I was his roadie for a short time. Yeah.
Nice.
He actually
Nice.
he actually lived next door to me for a while too. And then when they got their second bass player Dave Ruff, he actually moved in next door to where I grew up. So
That's so cool.
yeah, so I was actually good friends back then with both those guys. I still talk to Jeff. So
That's cool. Are
yeah.
they coming back out? Do they still play or what do they do?
So I know that Jeff and the drummer were initially from South Carolina, I believe, and they came up here. I forgot what brought them up here initially, but when the band broke up back then,
Mm-hmm.
they went back to South Carolina, and then Jeff actually,
All three jobs.
yeah, so
Yeah.
they're still
Jeff, Jeff,
there.
Jeff.
Jeff got back into playing. His daughter is actually an incredible singer. I think she's
Wow.
early to mid teens, I think, and she's got
Wow.
yeah. But he's actually done a couple of tunes, like just like home studio stuff, where he collaborated with. I think Jeff Scott Soto sang on something that he did. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I mean he's and Jeff is like one of my like growing up like and learning how to play. I was in the midst of really learning how to play, and he
Yeah.
showed off and was like so cool to like just like sit down with and yeah he was kind of instrumental and kind of point me in the right direction. With
Nice.
all right, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, and then I know Ed, the singer. Ed played in a band around here called Right Foot Red for a while.
I remember them.
And actually,
Sounds familiar. Yeah.
Rex Hunter's last guitar player, I want to say his name is Joe. He played in that band too.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, and I don't know what happened to the rest of those guys. I don't think who else was in the band. It was Jeff, Joe, Dave. Yeah, I guess that's all of them. Jeff, Joe, and Dave and Ed. So yeah, that was all of them. Yeah, and
Nice.
I started roadieing for Jeff when he was in the band before that called Bad Love, and then
Bad
that's
love. Okay.
kind of how I got to know him. My next door neighbor actually somehow befriended those guys and started roadieing for him. And then be girl metalhead. They're like, "You want to come roadie?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do."
Like hell yeah.
We're hanging out at 16, and yeah, it was fun. So
Oh, that's so cool.
every now and then they let me get up and play a Kiss song with them or something, and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Mm,
Yeah, those guys treated a 16-year-old kid really well and made me really kind of go, I think I want to do this. I want to get out there and play in bars, and
there
that's
you go.
and of course that started the whole train rolling. So here I am, still doing it.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
awesome. That's so cool.
I love that demo that they have, the Rex Hunter demo.
Oh
Like,
yes.
like
Oh yeah.
So
Still
good.
Feel the Same and all the other ones. Oh yeah, that I was listening to that today, cranking it up. Oh,
Oh yeah,
those
definitely.
vocals on those. Oh my god, yeah, I'd love
Oh,
to see them again. Hmm.
that's incredible. I remember they did a reunion show at Merriweather. They opened for somebody, and
Nice.
it was quite a few years ago that they did it. But it was so cool to see them back up there together, and they sounded like they never stopped. It was
Wow,
so good.
still sounds the same. Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
If you
That,
keep in touch with me, let me know if you hear that they're coming around or something like that. I've reached
I
out
will.
to Jay Oakley because I know he knows a lot of people and he's on the Metal Summit. So, and he
Oh
told
yeah,
me
yeah.
sometimes they do
He's
on
a
the
good.
weekends or something. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah,
But if you do too, if you hear if they're playing anywhere, I will go out for that because definitely that's yeah. You need to
yeah.
have them open for you, and there you go. Let's work. Let's get that together, right? Right.
Yeah, make that happen. I'm gonna
Let's
call
make
Jeff.
that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make that happen.
Oh
I would love it.
yeah.
So you have a few more people. Matt Smith said, "Still love Devil Knows Your Name the best."
Cool.
Um, mhm. Oh,
The Matt,
Tammy, go ahead.
the Matt was also in that Simple Way project that we did back in 2020.
Oh,
He was the drummer for it, and I've known Matt.
oh, nice.
Yeah, Matt's one of my favorite people in this world. He's
Oh,
yeah, I love that dude.
that's super cool.
Great
Oh,
drummer too.
Tammy, yeah, I have to hear him. Tammy Gable says, "Love you, bro."
Uh, Tammy, I love you, babe.
Oh, I love Tammy too.
Yeah.
Um, Facebook user, I'm not sure, says, "Yeah, dude, those vocals are pretty badass."
Oh, thank you, whoever that was.
And then Susan Burton says, "Great song." And someone just said, "What up, Denny? You rocking?"
Uh,
And Amy said, "Great vocals." So
uh,
I'm trying to keep up with everybody here. Oh yeah. Oh, that was Jeffrey Crapple. Crapple?
uh,
Cripple?
yeah,
Cripple? Yeah.
Yeah. Jeff is also involved. Jeff is also one of the guys from Away. So yeah, and I've known Jeff. So it was funny. Like Jeff was the reason why I kept practicing because growing up together, I just wanted to be better than him.
Oh, okay.
I'm still not better than him. 40 years later, still not better than him. Yeah.
Oh.
And also one of my favorite people on this earth for sure. Like Jeff and I have been very close for a very long time. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. It's still
Yeah.
rolling in. Oh, and someone says, "Oh," and Jeffrey said again, "Haha," and he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm getting there. I'm still working on it, but one day I will be better than him.
Oh, okay, I hear you.
When he's dead, if I'm still playing, I might be better than him then. That might be the only way that happens.
You're right. Oh. Oh, no, I love all, what you do. Everything's good. And I just had to have you on the show and, everything. So, this is, we always give our love, and we all part of our show is our love segment. So we want to share the love. Me and Kenny just does this to you, and there you go. Share the love.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on so much. This is awesome.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad you're here, and you're welcome to come back. And when you do come back, you can play your music. So,
awesome, definitely, yeah.
Awesome. We'll set that up next time. Yeah,
we will make that happen for sure.
All right, and then we'll have Rick Sonner come on with you so they can open up for you. No.
Yeah, here we go.
Right. But we'll work on that show. We'll have to get them together and open up for you and get you out there.
I like it.
I like that too. Yeah. We have as part of the segment of the show where we ask, we talk like a little bit of fun questions, stuff like that. So sure. I'm going to start off with Candy's section, what she does.
Okay.
Her question is what I'm trying to say. She's okay. Her question is if you were stuck on an island and you can only take or have 5 things with you, what would they be?
Uh, mm, so the first two are gonna have to be my iPod that has all everything I own on it, and a guitar. Um, will my wife get mad if I don't say her? I don't know. We'll see.
Oh,
Because she,
oh,
because she would not be one to stuck on the island, so we won't take her.
okay.
Yeah. Pizza and Miller Lite.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
So you got pizza, Miller Lite, your guitar. What else?
my iPod, my headphones, and that's all I need.
Then you're set. Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. My question is if you were stuck, no, if you were in a hot tub time machine, easy for me to say, and you're setting the dial, where are you going?
I'm going back to 19. Ooh, where would I want to go? I would go to because they're my favorite band. I would go back to 1974 and want to be there the first time Kiss performed at a club in New York City.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. That would be cool.
Just to
Super
see that.
cool.
Go, what in the hell is this? Right?
Yeah, like what in the
What
makeup? Yeah.
guys are never going to make it, and here we are 50 years.
Yep, they're all on top of the world.
Yeah.
So, what's on your bucket list? The craziest thing on your bucket list?
Craziest thing on my bucket list. It's funny, as I've gotten older, my bucket list has gotten milder. So it used to be like up out of a plane. That's off the list now. I'd rather like to live. Let's see. Craziest thing on my bucket list. Huh. I I would like, and I've been fortunate enough to get to do this as an opener, but I would like to. The last thing on my bucket list, basically, is and then of course at my age, everything it probably never happened, but I would love to if I or get on a tour with like a major band, like say like a Motley Crue or something like that, and
Oh, okay.
open a leg of a tour for somebody. That's probably that's huge on my bucket list. Um, we'll stick with that because, like I said, as I've gotten older, my bucket list has gotten way more boring the older I get.
I
Like I said,
gotcha.
just be jumping out of planes. I wanted to go visit the Playboy, all that. And now, just let's just play a show opening for a major band somewhere, So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. My major thing I would do is just go back to the 80s and just stay there.
Oh, yeah, that will be awesome. So
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Go back to
See
my
Def Leppard every day at the cheaper prices.
Yeah. I like to have my job now and the salary I have now and go back to the 80s and be able to enjoy everything I do.
There you go.
Yeah.
You go. What advice would you give to someone that's just starting out in the music field, in the music world?
So first off, don't give up. To somebody who's just learning the instrument, stick with it.
Mm-hmm.
Play with people who are better than you. Go into things with lowered expectations. Because I've learned that when you lower your expectations into any situation, when you go into something that you think is either going to be horrible or hard, and come to find out that it's way more fun than you thought it was going to be. You learn way more than you go into. So going back to like when I was younger and like guys like Rifle and like Matt and all them, hanging out with those guys and getting the jam with the guys who were better players than I were, it was like it kind of inspired me to keep going.
Exactly.
Yes, that's. Yeah. I mean, I guess my main advice would be keep going.
Keep going. Mm-hmm.
You feel it in your heart and you love it, keep going.
Mm-hmm. And
You
don't
know,
let anybody tell you any different. Just keep striving forward. Yep.
play what
Towards it.
especially when it comes to the original stuff. Play what you love, because I in the cover band, I love the guys I play with. I like about maybe 30% of the songs that we play. But it's one of those situations where we play the right stuff for the right clubs that we play in, and we make decent money at it. And it's like it's fun. I mean, it's fun to get to make some money at it. But my heart kind of stays in with like what Thrill Ride's like, and all the '80s bands, and
Mm-hmm.
what I grew up
Mm-hmm.
on. So
Exactly.
just stay true to yourself, and like I say, keep going. Don't stop. If you love it, don't stop.
Don't stop. Yep.
You'll
Mm-hmm.
miss it. I've
Yeah.
a bunch of friends of mine who stopped playing for a while, some altogether, and they'll tell you every day they miss it. They miss playing
Oh,
in front of people. Yeah, yeah.
like don't stop. Just keep it going. Yeah. Keep doing what you love to do. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry about the dogs.
Yeah, that's okay.
I don't
I'm
know
not,
what they're working at, but a
I'm
lot of stuff going on.
not mine quiet the whole time. So
There you go.
usually running around too and going nuts. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So what place or what venue would you want to play at? Like, oh, we gotta play there. What venue would that be?
I think so. It used to be Madison Square Garden, which is still a bucket list place for me for sure.
Okay.
I watched the Foo Fighters from the O2 Stadium, I guess it is, over in London. That place looks amazing. So that's my hope.
Okay.
I want to play there. You know,
Mm-hmm.
a packed house would be my ultimate show.
Yes.
Or a hometown show at Merriweather would be awesome.
Oh, that would be
Yeah.
pretty cool. Yes.
I would love to be able in a position where I could jump on the M3 festival and be like the first band on that day or something.
Oh, that would be super cool.
Every year I go, and every year I think the same thing watching it, going, God, that was me up there just for 30 minutes. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I would love that. Get you up there. Even, no matter if it's like you said, 30, 40 minutes, just
Yep. Just go up there and
in
just
it.
half a 30.
In it. Yes.
I was fortunate enough to where I got to play M&T Bank Stadium when Rob Byer was just a full on country band when I first
Oh,
joined.
yeah.
A couple years into that, we won a contest on POC and opened for Kenny Chesney there. So, yeah, and
Wow.
it was wild, but we were the first band on a 6-band bill, and when you play, there's the rush of it. Just being on that stage was incredible. But
Yes.
the crowd was so sparse, I could literally see my parents like up like 2 sections up on the 50-yard line. I,
Oh,
yeah, you actually see them because it just wasn't that crowded.
oh, okay.
But it was such a rush to do.
But just that feeling being up there on that stage and then
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and
Oh.
running from one side to the other, I'm like, man, I need an oxygen tank. Jesus, this place is big.
It's like huge, huh?
Yeah, man, I I got to get in better shape for this. This is ridiculous. Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh. So, how did you guys all come together to meet the thrill ride?
Okay,
How?
so yeah,
Yeah.
so Keith and I have known each other. I've literally known Keith since he was a baby. So
Mm-hmm.
he's a couple years younger than I am. His sister and I went to school together.
Okay.
So growing up, we got in like more like the high school type time frame. Is when he really like came forth as a drummer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's kind of where I got to know him a little better. And we would kind of like jam here and there. He played with the Simple Way guys for a short while, just jamming with them, and nothing really came of that too much.
Yeah.
Or with the bass player from Simple Way, he jammed with him and one other guitar player and me. But so when it came time to do the throw ride thing, he's the only drummer that, like, man, I'd really love to have him on this. Part of that is our friendship that we've had because he's one of my best friends in the world. And the guy's just a phenomenal player. And I really wanted to see what he could do with this stuff. So he was kind of a no-brainer for me.
Mm-hmm.
Nick, when I put the band together, from a huge thing for me, it's because it's one of the things one of the big things I do in like the cover bands that I'm in is a good backup singer. So
Mhm.
I want guys that have good voices but can play.
Yeah.
So there's a guy named Bill Yost who's the bass player for Throw a Ride. I've known Bill probably around 20, 25 years at this point. Um, Great guy. He played in a band up here in Bel Air called Whatever for a long time. But
Okay.
yeah, and I loved that band. I was in a band called Vicious Wishes, and we played shows with them.
I heard of that van, but I've never seen it. Yeah, I've heard of
So
them.
so in the vicious circle that the bands are, Gable was in that band before I was in Vicious. Um,
Wow.
yeah, so I've actually replaced Gable twice now in Vicious Wishes, or with the singer from Vicious Wishes.
Mhm.
But so I've always loved Bill's voice. I've always loved his bass playing. He's a good songwriter too. So I kind of just reached out on a whim because we
Mhm.
really talked. We knew each other, but we didn't really talk too much. And come to find out, he was like, even back then, he was interested in working with me as I was him, and we just never got together. So we ended up. He was interested. I'm like, by all means, you're in. No sends or buts. We did.
Exactly.
We went through a different guitar player, which was Bill's son. Just didn't work out. Um, so I have a guitar player named Steve Cipher, who's a friend of Bill's.
Hmm.
Uh, Steve's a great player, really nice, genuine guy. Very easygoing. I can't wait to actually dig into this thing. I actually play guitar with him. Um,
Right.
yeah. And then I'm putting in a keys player as well, a guy named Chris Desposito who plays in a around here right now called That's What She Said. And I've known Chris for, whew, yeah, I'm what, 40 years? I've probably known Chris about 30 years. Man, actually longer, probably 35 years. I've known him since I was a kid.
Oh,
And
okay. That's cool.
extremely talented keyboard player, great singer. Keith actually too hasn't. I have the worst voice in the band, basically. Like Bill, Chris, and Keith all sing circles around me. So they're
Wow.
yeah, they're amazing. So
And you sing good, so I don't. It all has to be good. It's all good.
oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll actually send you a copy of the song that Bill wrote. That's on the next five that are coming out. His
Okay.
voice is tremendous.
Awesome. Oh.
Yeah. So for the most part, except for Steve, the guitar player, I've known these guys the majority of my life. So in
Wow.
a lot of respect for them and of what they do and them as people. And I wanted just good, laid back people who were going to be fun to work with, and I knew could bring something extra, to the band. And
Exactly.
I really think that I really think I got the right group of guys. I can't wait to dig in and start really playing. Um, so I'm really anxious to get it out and play and see what it
I
feels like.
can't wait. You let me know when you guys are getting out there, because I'm coming out. I'm
Oh,
coming
I
out to
will.
see you.
Yeah, for sure. I'll definitely let you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I just can't wait because I got to hear my song live. You know that.
Oh, hopefully we don't point.
No, you would do it well. I'm pretty sure because absolutely. I got to hear that song live.
Oh, yeah.
All the songs are wonderful. I love them, but that's mine. That's
All
my
right.
song.
Well, I'll make sure when you're there, the dedication goes out. Sure.
Thank you. Awesome. Absolutely. Well, let's see. Anything else? Anything else you would like to say, or
Um.
um,
Well, we
anything?
for sure. So well, number one, thank you. I love what you do with all your support for all the bands and
Oh, thank you. Here's my love. Share my love.
especially having this platform where you can actually bring people on and introduce them
Yeah.
that may not have heard of them before. And
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, you've always, I've known you for a long time. You've always been such a huge supporter of all the music around here, and it's
Oh, thank you. I do. It's my passion. I just love it. I just
yeah,
want you guys to get more recognition for it and absolutely get more pay for it. I mean, you guys are so talented. You should get something else up there that you need and that you should, I just think the pay should be higher for you guys. I really do.
and there's not one person that plays an instrument that's going to argue with you over that. I'm sure.
Exactly. I mean, it takes a lot to do. And, because some nights, and, when I used to go out with Colin, we used to go out like from Thursday to Sunday. I
Yeah.
mean, and then sleep, repeat, and do it again, you know?
Yeah. I
And
last with him at Cold Gin at the Perryville Casino, and that's how long it's been. So I've seen you. It's been a long time. I think, Colin.
wow. Yeah, that's been a long time ago. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, but I just sit back sometimes and I'll just watch and take everything in. And it's like, wow, it takes a lot to roll it in, pack it up, set everything up, and
yeah,
then you got to play, make sure everything goes well, and then tear it all down. That's a lot of work. A
yeah,
lot of work goes involved, not to mention all the travel time to get there, the unload, the setting up, the everything like that.
yeah.
And then when you're finished, like I said, it's like tearing it down, packing it down, and by the time you get home, I'm sure it's not till like 4 or 5 in the morning,
No,
and
sometimes, yeah,
or
and
later, or yeah,
yeah, and then factor in the years of practice prior to that. All the rehearsals, all the
absolutely,
it
everything that goes involved in it, yeah.
yeah, it's a lifetime of work, and sadly it gets. I won't say it gets overlooked, but I mean it definitely
It's not
doesn't.
appreciated as much.
The pay doesn't equal the work you're putting into it. But again,
Yes,
but if it's 99% of people do it because they love it. So doing it for the
absolutely.
yeah, doing it for the paycheck doesn't really last long. So
Right. If you're only doing it for the paycheck, it's not going to be what you're going to do, because
yeah,
it's
exactly.
your passion from your heart and the music touching your soul. That's why you do it, to
Yep.
to
And
give back.
and I'm full on jealous of the guys who get to do it for a living. Like you have guys around here like your Dave DeMarcos, Cajun Kelly, for the longest
Yeah.
time Scott Ivy, I don't know if you know him or not. I mean, all those
I've
guys are
heard the name. Yeah,
incredible musicians, and yeah, I mean, just and guys who just I mean, you watch them play, you can see how much they love it. But I mean, those guys
yeah.
just dedicate every moment of their day to playing. Whether they're teaching, whether they're actually playing live. It's I envy that because I ended up and I was fortunate enough to get a good job when I was a kid and ended up keeping it. And that's where I'm still am, and it's
That's
great,
good.
pays the bills.
Yes.
But
Yep.
at the end of the day, if I could afford it, I'd quit this very moment and just go play music for a living. I just can't support a family on it. But if I could, believe me,
That
I
would be the
would.
thing to
It's all
do. Yeah. If it
much.
said this is the set pay, you're a musician, and we guarantee you're going to get this allotted amount of money,
Yeah.
for this amount of time, bam, right there it
Yep.
is. Yep,
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
look at the football players; they're
Yeah. I
just
mean,
playing football, and they make all that money.
and
I
still
mean,
complain they make that baffles me. Baffles me. I
I,
no one.
I don't get it. I don't get it. And here we need music. Music's in our life more so than, I hate to say it, football,
Yeah.
but
Oh no,
music. When people go to
I love
watch
football.
TV and they got the football, but I'm turning on the concert. That's just me. That's just me.
Yeah.
But you like your football, and that's good too. You can like it, but
Yeah, but
um,
but football doesn't evoke the same emotions in people that music can.
right,
Except
right.
except anger and maybe like happiness when your team wins.
Yeah,
But
or frustrations when something don't go right, and
yeah, but
but the
that's
music
once a
touches
week.
everything.
Yeah, and that's once a week. Music is 24/7. So
Exactly. There you
yeah,
go. Hit the nail on the head.
yep, absolutely.
Yeah. If there was some way I can just make everybody, all the musicians, get this what they need, I would love to do that. I wish I could, man. You guys get overlooked and unappreciated as often. You should get better pay, better appreciated, and just sit back and just watch what, that's what I did that night. And I'm just like, damn, you know, and I just, when people don't, you didn't play my song, I'm like, shut up. They're gonna play what they want to play. This is their night,
Yeah,
and
they,
don't get mad. I mean, you got to put everything that you do into this, and you just enjoy it, you know.
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely.
But I'm letting you know, I enjoy every minute of it. So
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Yeah.
you're
And
welcome.
on behalf of every musician you love, thank you.
You're welcome. I enjoy bringing you on my show, and I had a good time here tonight. And I don't want to stop talking, but I know you probably have to get up for work in the morning and
Yeah.
everything, and you got things to do and as well. And I got to go make sure my doggies are okay.
It's been awfully quiet. I'd get worried if I were you.
Yes, it's like, oh my God, where'd they go? My daughter's finally home with her doggie, so everything's good. So I just want to share some love to you your
Uh,
way. Thank you so much for coming to Front Row Promotions.
thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for having me. And I'd love to come on again when we have something new to have something to push. So I appreciate everything. And then next time we come on, I'll have a couple of the guys and we'll play or something.
Absolutely. I would love that. And we'll talk about music, and then we'll get to playing, and then we'll do some fun stuff, and then we'll let you go.
Awesome. I love it.
See, painless.
Yep. Love it.
I love it too. So thanks again for coming to Front Row Promotions and catching up with me. I know it's been a long time since we've seen each other, at least this way, at least we can.
Yeah.
And then hopefully when you get out there, you will let me know so I can come out and see you live and you play my song.
I definitely will. Lisa, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And before you go, this is what I always like to do. I like to snap a picture of us.
Okay.
And then I like to post it and promote it. And that's what I live for, promoting. It's just what I do. It's my nature. Alrighty, let me turn the camera focus around. Let's smile pretty for the camera. I'll take another one, make sure. All right, and I'll send this to you.
Awesome.
And everything will be good. So if you want to hang back and after I do the closeout, we talk a few more minutes, and then you can go and do your thing. I'll do my thing. Do the dog thing over there. Get them put together, and I'm hitting the hay. So
not far behind you.
Oh, but before we go, where can we find you?
So the Throw Ride has a Facebook page, my own Facebook page. I post anything going on with it on both. We do have Instagram. I'm really horrible with keeping up on it.
I know, I'm very rarely I jump over there, but I'm mainly on Facebook. Yeah, I don't have all that time.
Throw Ride, it's been so long since I've been on it. I do post about once a month on it with I'll just post a song or something. But it's Throw Ride MDRNR Maryland Rock and Roll. On
Okay.
and Throw Ride on Facebook. You can find my page and vice versa. That's the easiest way. Or if you're out and about, just look for it. I'll be there too. So,
Awesome.
pretty easy to find. I'm so.
All right, and then we'll find you out there on your pages. And
Yep.
Thanks again for coming to Front Row Promotions.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Lisa.
You're welcome. It was nice to catch up. It's been a long time.
Yes, too long.
All righty. So I'm going to close out the show, and then we'll talk a minute and let you go. All right. Okay. Mm-hmm. Thank you all for watching Front Row Promotions. As my dogs are just going crazy in the background. Daughter. Anyway, thank you all for watching Front Row Promotions. Thank you, Denny Grace from Thrill Ride, not Thrill. Did I say it wrong again?
Thrillville. You said it right.
I said it right this time. Thrill Ride.
Thrill Ride. Yeah.
Thrill Ride. Thrillville. You'll get a thrill watching Thrill Ride.
I like it.
It's been so cool, Denny.
Definitely.
You can come back soon. We love you.
I will. All
right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Front Row Promotions. We're closing it out. Good night.